Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Race 5 of the Armed Forces iRacing League. Contrary to the title, we are not doing FORCECON 2022. This is iRacing. Sorry for the mislabel. But anyways, we're going to press on. This is the penultimate round of the Armed Forces iRacing League at Laguna Seca in California. Currently, we're on board with Zachariah. See what kind of lap time he could do in qualifying. And he crossed the line with a 144.228. Good lap from Zachariah. See what kind of lap Dana Shepard could put down. I think he's just beginning his lap, so we'll stay on board with him for a minute. We have 8 people today, as we did in the last few weeks, so should be a good race today. A couple battles here or there probably. Gregory and Sean setting laps in the 146s. Zachariah right now with a really good time in pole position. These cars definitely are not made to turn right, but kind of throwing the drivers a curveball this race. Getting them on the road course, see how they all do. As we see Dana about to cross the line. It looks like he did a 149.3, so pretty good lap from him. He is at the back of the pack as of right now, though, but we'll see if he can improve on that time. We'll go over to Jacob Ross. Jacob Ross, a very consistent contender in this series, has been here essentially from the very start. He did decently in the road course in the Mazdas, so we'll have to see what kind of pace he has around here, albeit in a stock car. He has been doing pretty well in the stock car season this go around, so might be a good mix for him. Good results from last season, good results so far this season, so he might get pole if he could crank out a 144 potentially. Tristan Lewis with a 144.8. Good lap for Tristan. Jacob, he crosses the line. Ooh. Might have gotten validated last lap. So we'll have to see what he does by the end of the session. I don't know if I have enough time to finish this lap. He might be starting from the back. We'll hop on board with Tristan. He's getting a little squirrely. Big lockup. Keeps it on track though. Good save for Tristan. Sometimes with red courses, you can experience lockups pretty easily, depending on even the basic simplicity of track curvature. If you're going over a hill or compression, when you're going over a hill like Tristan was going over, you know, it takes all the weight off the front, kind of raises the car up, and you're braking at the same pressure amount, and it just doesn't grip. Tire loses traction. Alrighty, so now we're gridding up. We'll go through the grid here real quick before the race start. Your pole position. Zachariah Logan with a 144.228. He leads second place. Tristan Lewis by over 0.6 of a second with a 144.882. Clayton Doty in third with a 46.854. Gregor Burchett with a 46.932. Sean Sullivan 46.997. And Dana Shepard with a 48.337. So we did see a little improvement from everybody. And then Jacob Ross in 7th and Brian Johnson 8th. So Brian Johnson, he might have some pace this race. He might not. He has been doing pretty well this season. We'll have to see if he can make up a couple positions to still fight for the championship.
Green, green, green.
See Zachariah going pretty early. Trying to defend down into turn 1. Ooh, as we see somebody spin in the back. I think that was Gregor Burchett, U.S. Army esports driver. Unfortunate for him, he was in 4th position on the start. He is down to 7th position. Dana Shepard still staying at 6th position. Clayton Doty seemed to lose some positions as well. Maybe Clayton and Gregory made some contact potentially. We have 17 laps in this race, just around 30 minutes or so. Looks like Gregor Burchett, he is looking to make a move soon on Dana. Didn't get a good run out of the corner, so Dana is able to hold the position on this lap. Or are we going to send him, see him send it into turn 1? Trying to do the over-under, and it looks like it worked. Gregory now on the outside for the double right-hander, and it looks like he's going to hang back. And we totally missed it, but we do have a lead change. Tristan is now in the lead. It looks like Zachariah might have made his mistake a couple laps ago at the end of lap 1. Jacob Ross is in 3rd position, ladies and gentlemen. He has had an incredible start coming from the back. And Sean Sullivan, unfortunately, he is in the pit lane getting repairs done. Hopefully he can get a backup car out on track. Tristan got a little loose. Zachariah right on the back bumper of your race leader. Gregory Burchett back in the background, setting up the inside of Dana Shepard. See if he can't get past him. And ooh, Tristan almost loops it around, saves it, gets back out on track just behind Jacob. Jacob now pressuring your leader. Incredible. Oh, as we see Zachariah get loose. And just like that, Jacob Ross is now your race leader all the way from the back of the field in 3 laps time. We have a new race leader again. Good battling, good jostling for positions. Definitely a lot of race action. Oh, as we see Jacob getting a little squirrely on exit. Zachariah now back on the attack. Gregory Burchett is still attacking Dana Shepard. It looks like he made the move. Potentially. Clayton Doty, excuse me. I am very wrong. Looks like Gregory Burchett actually dropped back a little bit. Looks like Clayton Doty and Dana Shepard are in their own kind of world in 4th and 5th right now. But your 3 contenders for race lead pulling away from everybody at the moment. Jacob Ross also kind of extending a gap on Zachariah. He looks to be the fastest car on track at the moment. Zachariah with 145 that lap. Jacob Ross 143.8. Zachariah with the fastest lap of the race though. Let's see if he can't get that car under control and try to catch back up to Jacob. Jacob with a 1 second gap over Zachariah, and the same to Tristan. There's a little bit of separation for right now. Oh, Tristan making a slight mistake, losing some time. Sean Sullivan got into his backup car. He's back out on track, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see him get back out there. Already so much action into this race. Looks like Zachariah is on the hunt going into the corkscrew. He's a little too far back to make any kind of move, but he looks to be quick. These drivers, these top 3 drivers, definitely pushing the limits of the car. Jacob Ross is still setting the pace. Zachariah is reeling that lap time back in, though. We'll have to see what his next lap time is. He's not going too far behind Jacob. He's staying right around the second and a half. Tristan Lewis, he's falling back a little bit, but he's still in third position. Everyone does appear to be getting quicker than their qualifying lap time, so definitely excited to see how this race ends. Dana Shepard about a second, 2 seconds behind Clayton Doty. He was right on his bumper, but he might have looped it around or something. Seems kind of quiet for now. Everyone's kind of settling into their groove, into their own kind of rhythm. The top three drivers definitely kicking into high gear. Everyone's up there is doing low 44s, mid 44s, or even quicker. We'll have to see when everybody pits. Might see some people pitting a lap early or two. Jacob Ross going off track a little bit. Definitely pushing the limits of the car. No, he saves it. No way. Jacob Ross going off-roading. Wanted to go sightseeing. Surprisingly, he didn't lose much time at all through that. As you see Zachariah almost go for a loop. He gets it under control though. Clayton Doty setting his fastest lap of the race with a 47.538. Dana Shepard is closing in on Clayton Doty. He is 1.2 seconds behind. That gap was over 2 seconds. Are we going to see change for position soon? Looks like Dana is on the tack. That gap is within a second. As you see, Jacob Ross, he is pitting this lap. And I think Zachariah and Tristan have stayed out. Everybody else, I think, is staying out as well. Ooh. As we get a little bit of contact between Dana and Clayton. Dana seems to be better on the brakes. If you get a good run on the front straight going into turn one, he might send it down the inside of Clayton. Decides to stay behind, see what kind of run he can get out of the corner though. Dana is definitely pressuring Clayton. Clayton trying to take a defensive line. Might be looking for opportunity on the front straightaway. As we see Dana attacking into the final corner, going around the outside. A little bit of contact, but everyone got out of the corner cleanly, and Dana and Clayton going side by side down the front straightaway. Dana made the move. Dana Shepard now into third position, net P4. Other drivers pitting as well. Tristan Lewis pitting, Gregor Burchett pitting. These drivers, like Dana, Zachariah, Clayton, probably saving a little bit more fuel than other competitors, potentially. Making their pit length, or pit regular race stint a little longer. Have to pit for less fuel, potentially. As you see, your race leader, he is now pitting for fuel, potentially tires. And he appears to be getting tires. Dana Shepard still staying out. Him and Brian Johnson are your people going on fuel for the longest. Ooh. Dana saving it. Dana Shepard, technically your race leader at the moment, but Jacob Ross is hot on his heels. Jacob Ross definitely on the move. Also, Jacob Ross setting the fastest lap of the race last lap with a 141.9. Going up the inside of Dana. See if both drivers get through this cleanly. They are battling pretty hard at the moment. It looks like Jacob got the move complete. And Jacob is dropping everybody. He is completely dominating this race. Really quick today at Laguna Seca. As you see Dana heading into the pits, potentially for some tires. Looks like a lot of drivers taking tires. Definitely probably a good idea at a hot track in California. Definitely gonna heat up the tires. Looks like Zachariah might have had an issue coming out last lap. He is now 7 seconds behind your race leader. They were pretty close together before pit stops. Tristan Lewis with his fastest lap of the race of 142.8. Everyone is kind of on their own at this point of the race. Unless anybody makes some serious mistakes. This might be the finishing order. Brian Johnson still has yet to pit. He is up to 4th position. He must be fuel saving like crazy. He's going lap 12. Only 40% fuel capacity limited in these cars in order to force drivers to make a pit stop, kind of throw up some challenges to drivers, see what kind of strategy calls they make, see how they could turn around a race or not. Brian Johnson still staying out. It looks like Clayton Doty overtook Dana Shepard during the pit cycle. We'll have to see if Dana can catch back up. Clayton is putting down some really quick laps though. 46.5 might give Dana a challenge. These last 5 laps to go. Still your race leader currently, extending the gap as we see Sean Sullivan unfortunately getting into the wall. Able to get back on track safely. As we see Sean Sullivan unfortunately take another spin. It just seems like it's not his day here for goodness sake. He was pretty strong last week. Have to see if he can turn around at Bristol next week. I think that's where our season finale is going to be. Definitely going to be a fun and interesting race in the night. Dana Shepherd appears to be closing that gap to Clayton Doty with about 3 laps left. Can Dana make something work? He's currently 2 seconds behind Clayton Doty. Tristan Lewis, he's also making ground on Zachariah. But will it be enough time? Brian Johnson now in the pits for his stop. Dana Shepherd still closing that gap. Gap is now under 2 seconds. Dana getting a little bit of go-go juice, happy. Getting the car a little sideways. He's definitely trying to catch Clayton. He's trying to push. He got that gap down to second, but that little mistake, he's back up to about 1.5 second gap. Heading into the final lap. Dana definitely on the charge. Can he make something work going into the last lap? Dana going up the inside of Clayton Doty, turn 3, and he makes it stick on the last lap. Dana Shepard now up into 4th position. Can he hold this position the rest of the lap? Can Clayton come back and pressure him into a mistake potentially? They are both neck and neck on each other. Bumper, and Clayton definitely trying to look for a move. Clayton getting a run out of that corner. Is he going to send it into corkscrew? Good opportunity for a send. He makes a smart decision not to. Can he get a good run out? Looks like he had a slightly better line. Dana able to get the traction down. Unfortunately, Clayton locks up going into the second to last corner. It's going to be a little too far back to make a go at it, but good racing overall. Your race leader and winner, Jacob Ross, finishing in 1st position. Started in the back of the field, able to work his way up through the field, make a lot of positions, and ultimately your race winner, Jacob Ross, in a dominant fashion. Zachariah Logan finishing out 2nd place, Tristan Lewis in 3rd, Dana Shepard in 4th, Clayton Doty 5th, Gregory Burchett in 6th, Brian Johnson 7th, and Sean Sullivan in 8th. Thank you everybody for tuning in today to today's race, the penultimate race of the season. Stay tuned for next race. We're headed to Bristol in the night for our season finale. Everyone have a good Air Force Day.